I'm Furball. And today I did a little game hunting, I suppose. I made three stops. In the first stop, I made a pretty good score. Um, I spent 27.34 on a handful of things. One of them was an audio CD that I listened to on the drive home. Took me back. It was kind of retro. We won't go into that. But yes, so I picked up a handful of games. I got Star Wars Force Commander for the PC. It's an older one. It was 95 cents. Um, and, it's complete and everything. It's got both discs. Um, and I thought that would be a nice addition to the collection. Also for the PC is a factory sealed Shrek for 95 cents. And, it's hard to pass up something factory sealed. It's in wonderful shape. A good addition to the collection. Um, and then I picked up for the Nintendo DS Imagine Ballet Star for $1.41. Um, and I picked it up because it's also complete. It has the books and everything in it. Um, and for $1.41, I mean, it's hard to beat that. Um, just add some cheap things to the collection sometimes. Hell, even you can resell it and it could be worth, you know, twice as much. Yeah, maybe I could sell that game for $4. I don't know. But I also picked up Madden NFL 12 for $1.91. Here lately, sports games have been going up in price and all of that. And it's complete as newer games come. You don't really get an instruction manual anymore. You're lucky to get a disc. Um, yeah, but for $2. And then I also for the Wii, I got this Your Shape featuring Jenny McCarthy. And this one's also factory sealed. And it appears that it's not even a game at all. It's more of just a workout video, like it's the 80s. So, Ubisoft, though, so it probably looks really nice. They make good looking games, or whatever this is. Uh, yeah, no balance board or anything. I don't know. No controllers. It says it's exercise controller free. The camera tracks your movements. Oh, you're supposed to get a camera with this, maybe, and it's like a Connect or something. I don't know. Single player. But anyways, factory sealed. I thought it was interesting. I've never seen it. And so still, that one was $1.41. Like all these games were $2 and less. I figured for the thrift store, they had a couple of other things in there I passed up. But some cheap games for the collection. Um, One other thing I found in the thrift store when I was there that caught my eye was it's a Nintendo DSi. Came with the charging cable. You know, it's got some stickers on it. Some weird sticker on the back. Came with a black stylus. Why not? And I turned it on. It worked. The battery was low. I charged it when I got home and everything. It could use a cleaning and stuff like that. For 18.18, which I don't know. It's not so bad for a working one. You can get a broken one for a little cheaper probably. Um, but something I noticed when I picked it up and was looking at it, that it had a game in it. And so I sprung out the thing and noticed that is Pokemon. And you probably can't tell, but that is Pokemon Black. And as soon as I saw Pokemon, I was like, well, a Pokemon game's probably worth the $20 that they're asking for the console. And so I got it. I brought it home. I actually looked up this game and loose like this. that goes for like 40 or $50 or something. So which paid for that entire trip for 27.34 to the thrift store. I thought it was a good find. Um, and the DS works and everything, and so yeah, that was great. And I didn't expect that. The thrift store is always hit or miss. You never know. And so for my second stop, I went into a local game store. Figured I'd look around while I was out. And I found a couple of things. I picked up Wheel of Fortune for the NES. It's got a 99-cent price sticker on it, and I was like, well, I have this in my collection. Mine actually, the label's not as nice as this one, so this would be an upgrade for me. And for $1, why not? And they do a buy two get one free on games that are cheap enough at this place. And so I was like, well, let's look around. And I found a copy of Mario Duck Hunt, and I always like these to pair with systems. If I'm gonna sell a Nintendo with a zapper and everything, this should come with it. And they had this marked at $2.99, which is odd. They're usually around $10 maybe. I don't know. And it's in really good shape too. So I was like, okay, well, $3, why not? And then I noticed that they had this copy of NBA Jam for the Genesis, and the box is in real good shape. Still has the hang tag thing on top, and they've got it marked at $5.99. I'm like, oh, okay, it's a sports game. They usually go for cheaper. And then I open it, and it has the manual. The cartridge is in great shape. It's complete. It has all the other stuff that comes with it, the poster or whatever. Um, and I was like, well, this is nicer than the one that's already in my collection, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up, and I can sell the one that I already have. Like mine doesn't have the manual or anything. But so that'll look better on my shelf. So that's for me. Um, and one more thing I saw there is an 8-bit Do or 8-bit Do gamepad. And I'm very fond of this brand. They make good mod kits for your original controllers. Um, and this one is in new condition. It's Bluetooth. You can sync it up to your phone. I think they had this labeled for the Nintendo Switch, but you can sync it up to your computer if you have a dongle or any of the dongles they make for your retro game systems. You can sync it up to that or whatever. And you can upgrade the firmwares on them and things and all of that. And it came with a little cable. And they had this marked at $24.99. And I think these things brand new go for about $50. So I thought it was a good price, and it's in brand new condition. And I really love these controllers. And I don't have one like this yet, so I thought that was a good deal. Um, and so with their, buy two get one on the games, um, and then with the controller, like my total come out to like 36.77, and I had a $10 store credit, so that softened it up a little bit. But for 36.77, that controller is like a $50 controller, so it worked out as a pretty good deal. And then my third stop, I was on the way back, and there was a yard sale. Um, and so I figured out why not, stop in. And there's a little kid there selling lemonade, and he had a table set up with some video games stuff on it. And I didn't take everything, but there were a couple of cheap items I saw, and was like, oh, hey, why not? Give this kid a couple of bucks. So I saw this, and this is the Portal of Power, I believe. Yes, the Portal of Power for the Xbox 360. It's just for Skylanders. You put your things on there and it does stuff in the game. But and it lights up and stuff like that. And he had it for $1. And I was like, oh well, it just looks cool sitting there. It'd be a nice addition to the collection. Give the kid $1. Um, and then he also had a charger for a PSP, also for $1, which I have several PSPs, and so I needed one of these for my collection. And so that wasn't a bad deal at all. And so for around, I believe, $50 or so, I got all of that stuff. A lot of it'll go into the collection. Some of it, I might trade off for something else, but you can still find really good deals on retro game stuff. You just have to make an effort, like just go out for a couple hours and look around. You see a garage sale, you just stop at it and you never know. He had the little kid had an Xbox 360 which is the third version of it, where they fixed a lot of the problems. Um, and I didn't buy it. I thought about it, but I didn't really need one. Let somebody else get a good deal on that from the kid. Um, but yeah, if you like this kind of thing, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification thingy, and next time we'll see you again.